Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all of my favorites for the month of April. I have some hair care, some skincare, some makeup, and a couple other random things mixed in. So if you're interested in what I've been loving this month, then just keep watching. So some of these kind of spill over from past months because I haven't done a monthly favorites, I don't think, since January. But I have a ton of stuff for this month. So I'm going to just start in the makeup department because that is my favorite part to watch in monthly favorites. So the main thing that I've been loving is my MAC products, mostly my MAC eyeshadows. I'm just showing this one because I just moved 6 of my favorite ones into this. This is just their new palette size that they have, and you can do inserts. I believe you can do 2 of these 6 ones, so you can hold 12 eyeshadows, you can hold 4 face products, and then I think there's a cream color insert as well that I don't have. But these are just the shadows that I've been wearing a ton this month. And this is Brule, Nylon, Amber Lights, Bronze, Cork, and then Handwritten. But I've just really been going back to my MAC eyeshadows ever since I pulled them out of my Z palette and put them back into their MAC palettes that I originally had them in. They've just been easier to access, and I've been more focused on using my MAC shadows instead of just all my shadows I had mixed in all my Z palettes. They were all just kind of random of a bunch of brands mixed in. Another product that I've gone back to is this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I'm not wearing it today, but I've just noticed I've been going back to this a lot more. I have very little bit left, so I'm sure I'll have to get a new one in a few months or so. But I've really been loving this. I like the finish of it, especially now that we're getting into the warmer weather. For some reason, this cream stick has just been working really well for my skin, and I've really been enjoying it. For concealers this month, I've really been enjoying using a corrector. I've never used a corrector before. These are the 2 that I've been using, and I really like both of them for different reasons. This is the First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy, and I have mine in the fair medium shade. And this one, I made a mess in the cap because it messed up, but you squirt it out and then you use the cooler side to kind of rub it in. I do that for a little bit, but I usually have to go back in with a beauty blender or my fingers to rub it in well. And this one kind of gives a sheer tint of a corrector, but it's mostly an eye cream. So I do like it because it moisturizes my dry under eyes before I put on any more makeup, and it also does do some correction with my dark circles. Another one that I got in, I guess, the last 2 or 3 weeks, this is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer in the shade Fair. And this one is a very light, kind of peachy shade, which I like because it helps conceal and kind of cover up those dark shades, but it's not really hard to go back over with the normal concealer because it's not super strong, and it doesn't compete with your concealer, and it doesn't mix in and make it all really kind of salmony toned under here. It's really easy to go back and cover up. A couple of face products that I've been loving is the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. I was not expecting to like this as much as I have. It looked kind of too reddy and a little too dark for me. But I'm wearing it today, and I just think it's been a really nice spring, and I really think I'm going to enjoy it in the summer as a bronzer because it just makes you look like you have a nice tan. I've also been loving this FIONA Styles blush. This is just the prettiest packaging, and it's really nice and compact, and this is in the shade Sweetwater. And I just think this has been the perfect pink blush. It's light, and it goes with a lot of things, but it's been a very complementary to my skin tone kind of a blush shade. It hasn't been too light, it hasn't been too dark, and it hasn't been too overly pink. So I just think it gives a pretty natural, neutral flush for anyone with my skin tone. I don't know if anybody darker than me would be able to pull this off, or if it would really show up, but anyone with my light, fair skin tone I think would really like this blush. Alright, now moving on to lip products. I have a couple of different favorites, but by far this one is my biggest favorite of the month. This is the PBJ Smoothie Stick, and I did not think I was going to like this. I actually got it in my Birchbox this month, and I just didn't expect it to have any pigmentation at all. Usually these are super sheer, balmy, kind of like stains. This one, it is a stain, it is balmy, but it has such great pigmentation. It's this beautiful kind of wearable raspberry color. It gives you like a bold lip. Today mine's a little bit darker. I am wearing this, but I have MAC Absolutely It lip liner under it, which is more of like a deep mauve. So it does darken up the whole look, but I just really like the texture and the color of this, and I think it's a great chubby stick. If you are interested in it, I'll leave the link down below. And for the past few months, actually, I've really been into putting lip glosses over almost everything. But this month in particular, I've been using these 2 lip glosses. This one, unfortunately, is limited edition, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. but this is the BUXOM Peach Daiquiri. But I believe Belini is really similar, and I also have White Russian that's very similar. These are in the lip cream formula, so it doesn't have any shimmer to it. It's just like a nice sheen, and this one's a really nice peachy nude color. But like I said, I think Belini is very similar to this if you are interested in this and you weren't able to pick it up. And then a old favorite that I've really been enjoying is Creme Brulee. This is a NYX Butter Gloss. And this one is more of like a pinky neutral color. You can see it right here. It's not too similar to this, but I've been kind of using these interchangeable over any nude lipsticks that I've been wearing, and I really like the gloss that they both have. A constant favorite in mascara. I've been trying a couple different mascaras lately. I tried a NYX one. I just got a Rimmel one I've been trying that I've worn today. And then I also have those Voluminous Butterfly one from L'Oreal. I'll also put that video down below and in the cards if you're interested in that review. But I keep finding these really good mascaras, but nothing can beat this, the SuperSizer CoverGirl mascara. Every time I get low on it, I have to buy a new one. I don't know what it is about this. I used to hate CoverGirl mascaras in high school, and it's got the weirdest wand too. It's like so strange, but something about this, it just separates my lashes perfectly. It darkens them just how I like it, and it clumps them up just enough to make them really noticeable and dark. And even when I've been using some of these other mascaras, I always go back in with this as kind of like a top coat just to darken everything up, and I just love the way it separates my lashes. Now moving on to skincare, this is probably one of the most expensive cleansers that I've ever purchased. I think it probably is the most expensive cleanser I've ever purchased, but this is by TATA HARPER, and it's the Regenerating Cleanser. This one has 1.7 fluid ounces. You can get, I think, a 4-ounce one for $80. This one I believe was $40, but I was able to use some Birchbox points and also a coupon code from Birchbox. And I really actually enjoyed this size. It has a really nice pump on it, and it's just a really nice, gentle exfoliating cleanser. It kind of has a creaminess to it that a lot of exfoliators don't have. And I'm really not into exfoliating, but I really enjoy this one, and it smells really good too. It kind of smells like creamsicle. So yeah, if you've been interested in this and you don't really know to bite the bullet or not, I really enjoy it. I think it's so much better than any other cleanser that I've ever tried. Alright, moving on to another skincare product. This is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. I had a sample of this years ago, and I believe about a year ago I got the full size, and I've been loving it. Recently, I really didn't use it that much in the winter, which is kind of funny because that's when my skin is super dry. But I've been using it a lot lately, and this is like a cult favorite among all the dry skin people in the beauty world. But I've actually just been replacing my nighttime moisturizer with this and just using a little bit. And it's really helped my dry skin, and I just really enjoy it, and I think it's a really good purchase. Alright, now moving on to hair care. I've changed the color of my hair a little bit lately. It's a little bit more blonde than it used to be. So I picked up the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In for blondes. This is actually the first time I've ever bought a full-size It's a 10 product, because I usually get those little purple original formula ones, the little bitty ones they'll give out at Ulta a lot. I don't know why, but it's just kind of like one of the promos that'll go on a lot, or at least at my Ulta they'll just like give you free stuff sometimes. But I bought this one specifically for my blonde hair. It says it helps tone hair color and enhances the brilliance. I don't know about that. I've also been using a purple shampoo every now and then, so I don't know if any of the toning has come from this, but I've really been enjoying this. It seems a little bit maybe lighter than my other one, but every time I wash my hair, whether I blow dry or not, I put a couple spritzes of this in my hand and work it through mostly the bottom, and then I'll do kind of right here because I end up with some dry hair around that area. And if I do blow dry my hair, I use this RUSK mousse. I actually got a little bitty sample of it in my Birchbox, and I really enjoyed it, but I just wasn't really wanting to pay for it. But I actually found it for $10 at my local TJ Maxx, and I've really been enjoying it. I just have to be careful how much I use. I used some today, and it really helps give my hair some volume, especially if I tease it, which I didn't do today. I was kind of lazy. But if I use too much, it will make my hair sticky, so just kind of be warned about that if you have thin hair, because the first time I used it, I hated it because of how sticky it was. But like I said, it's just about the amount that you use. It is a really good mousse. And then whenever I picked that up, I also got the Working Spray Flexible Hairspray Medium Hold. And I've been using this hairspray nonstop since I got it. I use it a lot of times just to kind of tame my flyaways at the front. I don't always spray it throughout my hair. I normally just kind of spray it on the top. or if I have like a braid in or anything like that, I just use this to tame any flyaway hair, and it works really well without making my hair stiff or crunchy feeling. Now for some of the more kind of random accessory kind of favorites. Well, first off, I'm going to talk about this. This is Jo Malone Nectarine Blossom and Honey. I got this last year whenever I graduated college as a gift from my husband, but I've used about half of it, and I didn't use it too much during the winter just because it is a more summery scent. It has a very fresh kind of floral, but not too floral of a scent. But yeah, ever since it's gotten a little warmer here, I've been using this and forgot how much I love this, and I'll probably run out of it by the end of the summer. I really like this. Another favorite, because it's getting to be summer, is these sunglasses. I got these for Christmas from my mom, and she has them, and so does my sister, or one of my sisters. And they're just this really pretty, almost kind of a rose gold, tinted gold color. And they have a really nice reflect to them. And I've never owned any Ray-Ban sunglasses before. I really don't have any designer sunglasses at all. But these I've been wearing nonstop. I keep them in my purse all the time, and they work really well as sunglasses, and they look really good too, especially if you like to wear gold jewelry like I do. Just a couple jewelry favorites. I've been loving this necklace. It's just kind of like one of those Y necklaces. And I just think it looks really nice. It's really nice for layering, and it actually came from Forever 21. I got it for like $4 or something like that, but I've been wearing it nonstop ever since I got it, and I just think it's a really nice piece. I also have been loving these bracelets. It came in a pack of 4. I usually just like to wear the 3, and these are some bracelets I picked up from Target.com. I don't know if they have them online. I actually got these kind of as a so I could get free shipping item. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I usually hate spending money on shipping. I'd rather just hit my limit and then get the free shipping. So I picked up these bracelets, and I've been wearing them a ton. I really like them. I like how neutral they are, but they still kind of have that boho look to them. Alright, well that is everything that I've been loving for the month of April, and I guess just everything I've been loving ever since the warmer weather has kicked in. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to subscribe. Thanks!